Lockers. Those things that are on every single map in the game. Sometimes you don't even notice them, sometimes you do. Whether or not you do or not, they're there. No matter how the lockers appear in your match, I feel lockers might be one of the strongest parts of Dead by Daylight. Now, a lot of people, when they think of lockers, they just think of when them and their Swift or them and their duo want to have some fun and troll the killer. They put on quick and quiet, head on, run around, maybe go to Killer Shack, bait the locker out, hit on, stun the killer, blah, 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 good fun. But lately, what we have been doing with lockers is using them to force pickups and using them to guarantee us an angle for a flashlight save. Now, if you master both of these, lockers can potentially be as powerful as a pallet or window. But pulling off a locker pickup or a locker flashlight save isn't easy. It takes a lot of fucking practice and knowing your angles and timing and this and that. But once you finally hit one, it's one of the best feelings ever. Now, the easier way out of the two ways to abuse lockers that I'm going over in this video is definitely going to be the first one, which is the locker flashlight save. Basically, you just get your partner to get pulled out of a locker. You go to the right side, set yourself up at a good angle, and get the timing right. More like when you hear the ear from the locker is when you want to go and start doing the animation for the actual flashlight save. Now, this one sucks a lot just because on the killer side of the screen, they really cannot see everything that's happening. Sometimes they can't even see the person doing the flashlight. And this is just like a clear example of it right here. Like, he thinks he has Swarm. Make sure y'all check out Swarm. I'll put his link in the description below to his Twitch. But he hops in a locker. The dude has no idea what it's about to hit him right now. June comes in from the side. He can't even see what just happened to him. That's why this is one of the strongest tactics. If you're good with your flashlights, you're good with your timing. This is why it's so strong right here. He couldn't see what just happened to him, but he knows he got flashlighted. And I mean, this is another great way to do it right here. Your friend's looping at a TNL. He's looping the killer. He doesn't have DS because no one's been hooked yet. You can just tell him, hey, go in that locker right there. You know, you got your timing down, you got your angle down, and you can just save him a hook state just by hitting it right here. And like I said, it takes a lot of practice, but once you get down and when you go with your Swift and you guys are all comfortable with your flashlight saves, your flashlight saving timings, your angles on everything, you can use lockers so much more than the average Swift. Now, this one is a little bit more tricky only because you have to force the killer to pick up by fast exiting a locker, and it's more about timing and more about positioning. Like, you and your partner really have to be in sync for this one to work here, because if you're a little too close to the locker, it fucks up everything and they can't get an angle to save you. Now, what you want to do is when you're down, you want to crawl to the locker. Your partner wants to hop in, and when the killer wants to search the locker, you hop out, canceling that animation and forcing the pickup animation, and then they pop out and go for the locker flashlight. Now, if you look at this clip again, what happened was I crawled a little bit too close to the locker, so when he vacuumed to pick me up, he was basically, his whole face was already inside the locker, so you can get an angle to get the actual save. This one is very tricky. There's so many different aspects about it that go into it that you got to get right in order for it to work. Now, here's an example of the same thing, but this time it works. So what's going on here is the nurse is face camping the homie Fosney while he's inside the locker. So what we decided to do is basically the same thing I just showed you, where we force a pickup and get the locker flashlight save. So I tell Fosney, hey man, hop out the locker and get hit. Crawl to the locker, stay at a good distance. I'm going to force the pickup. She picks up. I go for the locker flashlight, get it, and then we were able to escape. Like I said, this one, you have to be precise with it. 1 millisecond of just you two being out of sync will fuck up everything. Now, that's all I have for you guys today. Just a few different ways to use lockers to really fuck up killers in a different way than usual, because as you guys know, it is fuck killers all 2021. Now, if you guys did like the video, make sure you leave a sub, make sure you leave a like, make sure you turn on those post notifications so you can be notified for all content on the channel. But that's it for me today. I'm Tony, and I'm out.